So everybody's got to bear with me here. It's been a rough week. On January 20, 2011, Stephanie Moulton went to her job. She was a social worker and acting manager of a residential home in Revere that was run by North Shore Suffolk. Her job was to help clients make a transition to the community. At 10:36 a.m., she was attacked and murdered, allegedly by a client she was there to help. When I think back on that day, I remember thinking to myself as I was being driven to the police station was the argument that I had had with her the night before about a tire on her car that kept going flat. I told her I would buy her tires for her birthday if she didn't get it fixed because it was icy, and at the time that was my concern. What I thought, when I arrived at the police station, no parent could ever be prepared for the words that came out of the state trooper's mouth. He looked right at me and told me, "Your daughter was murdered on her job, allegedly by a patient. She was taken out of there, she was left in a church, and that they had got the suspect." My first reaction was just total, I couldn't comprehend what they said. As a parent, you raise your children and try to keep them safe. Always be there when they need you. But in this case, I couldn't be there for her. I couldn't be there to help her. And that is why it is so important to me and my family to make sure that Stephanie's sacrifice she made with her life is not in vain. I made a promise to her the day I put her to rest that no other parent would ever have to face this emptiness we feel every day, the millions of unanswered questions and anger and frustration you feel. That is why me and my family are out here fighting as hard as we are, along with SEIU, Senator Berry, Mascosh, and many others, to make sure that this never happens again, to make sure that my daughter did not die in vain. My family and myself have been so blessed with the outpouring of support from so many people. The public, the news, Toby Fisher, SEIU, Mascosh. It's just unbelievable. I call these people and I say to them, listen, I have an idea. This is what I want to do. This is what I need to do to make sure that Stephanie is remembered, and they are right by my side every step of the way, no matter what it takes. I'm standing here today because it's just so important that we make sure we make these changes to make sure that when these girls goes to work, they're safe. Because if I ever turned on the news and ever saw that this happened to somebody else, I really don't think that I would be able to go on. People ask me all the time, how can I get up every day and do this and fight for this? And I do this because my daughter Stephanie was a beautiful 25-year-old girl who had a whole life ahead of her. She chose to get in this field. She knew the consequences. She knew what she had to do every day. And I will tell you, I will be honest, we are very angry. We're very frustrated. But we are going to be here until the very end to fight for Stephanie, because Stephanie Moulton is not going to die in vain. And we're going to make sure that no other mother ever has to deal with what I have to deal with. I'll tell you, it's the hardest thing to have to wake up every day. You lose half yourself. You don't even know who you are anymore. My daughter was my best friend. She was a great sister. She was a wonderful fiance. She was a great cousin. She put everybody in front of herself. And I will be here every step of the way with my family fighting until the day that Stephanie's law becomes a law. Right now it's in the process where it's really moving along. Senator Berry has been awesome support system. He's been right there beside me. He will be retiring this year, which is going to be very sad, but I know that before he goes, he will make sure that this is taken care of. So I want to thank you for all your support and your help, and hope to God that next year none of us have to stand here and do this again. Thank you.